Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
जी हाँ, पेश करते हैं Bollywood Scene Stealers. That's right. Even we have to put some Bollywood in our shows. Indu Mirani talks to people who should get more credit in the scenes. People who should have been given the bhav but weren't given the bhav. She talks to them. And by people, I mean, background dancers, singers, their parents, their aunts, their uncles, cousins, security guards, dressing room attendants, people who clean up after the show is over, someone who's bought the land even though there's no film on it. Check out new episodes on our IVM podcast apps. Happy listening, mother and fathers. All right, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
On Cyrus Says, we meet Atul Khatri, also known as AK-49 because that's his age. Stand-up comedian, middle-aged Sindhi man who's got 3 jokes. And coming soon, number 4.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
Okay, here on Cyrus Says, I've had enough of senior people telling me to stand up with their eyes. You see, we have a culture problem here in India. When elderly people enter the room, we stand up for some reason. I think this is the most disgusting thing you can ever do. It's very disrespectful to the senior citizens. Never do that. Never stand up in their presence because it reminds them how difficult it is to stand up and sit down. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's just tokenism again. It's a waste of time. Do not stand up for old people. Stand up for little children and then run away from them. It's called Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus Says.
Yes, here on Cyrus Says, I have with me the biodata, one of India's finest comedians, stand-up comedian, middle-aged Sindhi man, Atul, let me just say it correctly, Atul Khatri was born in Mumbai in 1968. He attended the St. Teresa's Boys High School.
Why are we discussing all this?
Till secondary education, later obtained Bachelor of Engineering degree from University of Mumbai. I want them to know.
Oh.
And I speak like Arnab for a reason. I want them to know that you people, you comedians, you stand-up bloody comedians are all educated.
Oh, okay.
You see, a lot of people say, hey, you can't do anything, become comedian, joker. Remember the old days used to use the word joker was used a lot for the comedian.
Yeah,
there was
absolutely.
sort of disrespect in the word joker. Arey, he's a joker, yeah, joker aa gaya TV pe.
I think more disrespect to jokers.
Also, yes,
Yeah,
who were former comedians
Yeah.
and they promoted themselves as jokers. So this story just goes on. But I want to make that point clearly to people because they think that we are a fallen group, which we are. But you don't have to point it out. Makes us feel worse. Atul, wonderful meeting you after. The last time we met was on a plane to Dubai.
Yes, we were.
You were being sold to somebody and I was coming back from somebody.
Yeah, correct.
So we won't get into those details, but we had a
I know
lovely,
you were
intimate
sitting
conversation where we hugged each other a lot.
On a pillow all the while. Yeah.
I did. Hemorrhoids, by the way, now that you mentioned, hemorrhoids is something that can hurt members of every family. So take it seriously.
Especially from Arab family, but yeah.
Oh. Listen, be very careful. My podcast is only popular in the Gulf.
Okay.
Please be very careful. I apologize for that. Atul, this whole show is about you.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so I hope you have more than 10 minutes of you time.
Yeah. I am all the time. I'm old here. I can be here for whole day, updating my passport.
This is what I like about you. You've never colored your hair, unlike me.
You color your hair?
I color my hair.
Seriously?
I'm not naturally black. You want to check?
No.
Okay. So the point here is that you're one of those guys who's just very happy being the older guy. I've seen your act, but I saw 10 minutes once at, what is that place we go to? Laughter Club, where you can't park the car. I always go to the wrong floor and then they tell me you get only saris
Canvas
here.
Laugh Club.
So I thought that's the comedian. But no, it's a proper place called Canvas. Now it's called what?
It's called the Canvas Laugh
Before that it was
the
called
Comedy Store.
Oh, so now what is it called?
The Canvas Laugh Club.
Oh, okay. So first the Comedy Store.
Then the Canvas Laugh
Factory.
Factory.
Then for a little while it was called Lal
Laugh
Krishna.
Factory.
And then it became the Canvas Factory. Canvas Factory, is it?
Now it's the Laugh Club.
Will somebody write into us or email with what it's called? He works there 3 days a week or used to, but doesn't remember what it's called. No, so the whole thing is you make a lot of fun of the age thing as well.
Yeah, it's better to accept your age and this other to to lie about it, and that's why. And actually, my wife's a hairstylist, so she insists that I keep my hair salt and pepper.
Really?
Yeah.
She doesn't want you as a client because being a Sindhi, she's not expecting a tip.
I make all stupid jokes on stage, but the thing is that very juvenile jokes. But when people look at me with the salt pepper, I think, no, there must be some wisdom in what he's saying. So that's the
people are so stupid.
That's the ploy I use. Yeah.
Really. Although let's find out what happened to you because. You're from a business family.
Yeah.
Flourishing business. I think a partner with your brother.
Yes.
Let's go back to that. What happened and how did you suddenly take a U-turn and get into comedy?
So this was like I was 44.
You were 44. This is the olden days. Okay, listen, my audience is now, we've increased them to 15 to 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you were 44, you were doing just set up the business for us for a second.
Yeah, so I was running a computer business. So I got out of engineering, got into this business my brother had started, and was doing that for like 20, 22, 25 years. And at the age
Happy?
of... Yeah, very happy. But...
And got married along the way and all and that.
Oh yeah, married, 2 children, affairs, all that. You know how it is. You know how it is. Yeah.
I'll allow the affairs because I know no woman will go to either you or me in the next 20 years, but what the hell.
Yeah, it just makes us feel good. Yeah, but yeah.
Lie as much as you want on the show. Saw your BMW 7 Series parked outside.
Of course, yeah.
Say something about my car.
Your car?
Okay, whatever, rickshaw, whatever. Just say it.
Okay.
So the business was doing fine. Software.
Business are doing software, hardware business, and it's a fairly good business, a glamorous business. You have new products every day. Outstandings to run after. How business is in India. So all that was very happening. But then somewhere I felt that I should do something more. I was actually sometimes honestly I used to change the route from my house to work just to make it more exciting.
For Mumbaikars who are listening, what was the route? Because that's not funny.
I used to take the Irla bridge, then sometimes I take the Andheri bridge, just to even though
we would do it to see which one is faster. That's what we would do.
I would do it just to change the scenery because it was getting so boring.
My God, so you're not the kind of guy who likes the same thing again and again.
No, not at all.
Does your wife know?
No, she doesn't
she'll know soon.
I hope she doesn't listen to this. But yeah, so I was doing that, and then what happened was that I said I have to do something different, so something interesting. So I said I used to like music a lot. So I said let me become a DJ. So that was the time.
This is 44.
At 44, 5 years back, and that was the time there were no DJ institutes. So I found out from a friend of a friend of a friend who's a DJ who teaches on Saturday and Sunday. So
like a proper class, but
no,
you
at his house.
And go.
Yeah, you have to pay money. So I called him up. He's saying, I charge 10,000 bucks. I said, cool. I took 10,000 bucks. He said, come at 12 o'clock somewhere in Borivali. And I went there like an old man, corporate background. So I reached there like a good man at 11:45 outside. The door was locked.
First rule of DJ Giri, never come on time.
So I was there till 12, 12:30, 1:30, calling him.
Still locked?
Yeah, still locked, not picking up.
Except.
And then I said, chal, theek hai, I'll leave. And I left, and I think I was at Goregaon somewhere. This dude called up, hey, I'm sorry, I had a party last night, I overslept, come back. Yeah, I said, no, dude, I think you're non-professional. You didn't let me know. And also I said, chal, forget it, this is not for me. Then after that, I thought, let me do...
While he was talking to you, did he say, okay, man, please come back? And the next song is, no. So I get that kind of thing whenever I talk to these guys,
Sorry. So, then I said I should learn bartending because I used to like mixing.
You're hilarious. You're 44
at 44.
And you're thinking like a 17-year-old at the moment.
I
said
17-year-olds something I have to do.
Let me try something else.
Yeah, so I wanted to do bartending.
That mixing and it sounds glamorous in the films the way they do it.
Yeah, and that flair bartending.
Throwing the glass and the chicks are looking, wow, how cool is he?
So then I found out online there was this course by this institute. They used to do it in a bar in Worli on a Sunday afternoon. So I signed up for it. Paid $1,000 online. And it was Sunday. And I'm a Sindhi and had some like crazy heavy lunch with like mutton and curry and took and chawal and all that. And then I was
too tired.
I said, this is enough. Like I can't do that.
Who makes you do a course on a Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, so I said, I'm not doing it. So I didn't go for that.
$1,000 का क्या हुआ?
Oh, gaya na abhi yaar, gaya.
What kind of Sindhi are you?
Yeah, I know. I'm still looking.
It may not be too late.
I know.
How many years have passed? 5.
Yeah, I can still put in a claim and say,
At least old notes take because there's going to be a drive where you can give back your old notes apparently.
Again, they're going to start again.
Yeah.
Because
they know the government.
Things are getting boring, so they just want to,
They just screw with us. All of us have burnt our notes. They're like, we're going to give you a second chance.
But I'm sure there'll still be queues,
Of course.
There'll be queues.
Of course, not that you and I have old notes, but
you know how it is.
Back to your story. Sorry.
We are both married. We got rid of our old notes.
My wife controls the finances.
Same here.
Gives me $10 a week and
to
go and buy groceries.
Yeah, I haven't seen a $500 note, $1,000 ever, so it was okay.
Didn't know they were there.
Didn't bother me.
Really? Sorry. So you didn't go for that bartending class?
Yeah. So then I said I should do something different, and
so you never went?
I didn't go for it.
And not even like the next Sunday?
No. I said no. I don't know. I just sort of I don't know. Didn't.
The overeating was enough for you to say karmically we are not
for 4 Sundays
bound together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Then.
So then that's the time when actually stand-up comedy was coming up, and
5 years ago.
5 years back, these open mics were happening, It was just, you were hearing things.
We in
started
India
the amateur.
date the beginning. Please, I'm a historian, and I know you're probably a far better comedian, but I'm a historian of comedy.
You look like it.
And yes, and let me tell you, the history of comedy is traced in India to the birth of a certain channel which had a news anchor called Arnab Goswami on it. And on that day, when he for the first time came on TV, we trace our birth to that day.
Oh,
it's before Arnab and after Arnab. That's how we talk about comedy in Mumbai.
Actually, so like, so not BC, AD, it's like BA and...
Yes, although that's an airline, so it confuses a lot of people and we have fights. But, so 5 years ago, in your words, it was just sort of starting. And
yeah, the starting up like open mics are taking place. So I went for one of these.
Where?
Open mic in Juhu. It was run by this comedian called Karan Talwar.
Was it Sunday afternoon?
No, it was the
God.
Thursday evening. I wouldn't have made it
Much
Sunday
better. Thursday
afternoon.
evening, much better. And?
Went for it, just had a
One
look.
second. So do you prepare? No, you
No,
have
I just
no
went to
idea.
see it. I went to
But
see it.
You'd seen comedy nights with somebody.
No, this is the first time I was seeing comedy.
You never saw comedy performance on stage with a crowd?
No, there was never.
Except for Sindhi weddings where, it's
You
quite
know
the
how
same
to-
thing
yeah,
when uncle
yeah.
gets drunk and takes the mic.
Or every Punjabi has a two drinks. Every
There you go.
Punjabi becomes a comedian. You know how it is.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
so
And
I...
a hard act to beat. Ask Kapil Sharma. That's so bitchy. Go on.
So went for one of these shows and this guy said, hey, he told Karan, the comedian was Karan, this Atul is also very funny. So Karan said, you want to come and try on stage? I said, no, dude, that's not for me, So, but that somehow left like a note behind my head.
But that day you didn't go on.
I didn't go on stage. I went, saw the show. There was Papa CJ, there was Karan, there were a lot of these comedians.
You didn't ask them how Papa CJ was a papa in spite of the fact that he's not a father. A huge issue.
Yeah,
with
huge
a
issue.
lot of comedians.
Yeah.
But nobody's pointed that out, and that's something
And
that the
I think we should
comic
just
guild
keep it.
should. Yeah,
We should just keep it
I
that
mean,
way.
it's like
Yeah.
me saying I'm a warrior. You can't just say anything you want.
Correct.
Yeah, but you didn't go.
I didn't go.
But there was some kida in you now.
Some kid and me. Then I started watching more comedy show. I watched the show of Veer also at the comedy store. Veer
who?
Das. You know
There's-
that guy.
There's Veer Sangvi, there's
is-
Veer my neighbor, there's Veer Sharma who I worked for.
Correct.
Please tell us who the person is.
Veer Das.
Unless
yeah.
it's Don Bradman, you can say Don.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's Mozart, you can say Amadeus or Mozart. If it's Shakespeare, you can say William or Shakespeare. But for the rest, I need full names.
Yeah. And for Cyrus?
Cyrus, why are you spoiling my day? Sorry, brother. So I keep interrupting your lovely flow. You got that feeling that maybe you can do this. But did you ever practice something for
No,
friends?
no,
I mean,
never.
Was
never.
Atul, let's just digress a bit. As a kid, were you a funny guy? Did you?
Yes, I think I was. I used to like to watch funny movies. Funny
What
plays.
kind of qualification is that?
I
You know
mean,
how many people around the world watch funny
Listen,
movies?
but if you tell me to go like watch a Bombay to Goa or like a other sad movie, I'll say I don't mind watching Bombay to Goa again. Like I watched Bombay to Goa like 32 times.
It's a good film and nice songs also.
Yeah, nice songs also.
And cheap because you're just on a bus and you're driving.
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
I mean, how much cheaper
low
can you make a
budget.
film? Yeah. You pay for the driver. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, and that also happened with the producer's brother.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Who after that remained the driver, but
Yeah.
we won't get into why be bitter about these things. So why I ask is many of these guys, we've had some comedians, at least they say they're comedians who come on the show, and I know Rohan Joshi, for example, told us that he appeared to be funny as a kid, or so people would mistake the funniness for mischief and lack of interest in studies, etc., with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So with comedians, is that also with you?
So I think in my friend circle, I was the funny guy. Cracking jokes and kind of thing that was there. Plus I used to always like I've been one of the oldest subscribers of Mad
Did they
Magazine.
often tell you to shut up?
No, not
That
really.
is a sign
Now
that-
they do, but not only. Yeah,
fair enough.
But
So Mad Magazine?
so Mad Magazine I was one of the oldest subscribers. I used to read Mad magazines.
Because you were 44 at that time.
No, this was like
This is going back in time. So,
much back in time.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
pre Arnab.
So you loved Mad, yeah.
Yeah,
when
loved Mad.
comedy was comedy.
Yeah, when comedy was comedy. And yeah, so I think I had that thing that like Prithvi Theatres close to my house, people say come and watch this play. If it's a funny play, I'm coming. If it's a boring play, a sad play, or a serious
So
play.
once every 5 years you went to Prithvi.
Yeah, that's how it is, because that's the thing.
Oh.
So all that thing was happening, and then I said, "Chal." And also one more thing, somewhere around the line, Facebook had come in. For Facebook, they like probably when I was like 42. It was
Orkut?
no, I was not on Orkut. Facebook.
It was straight to Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
I jumped the Orkut band.
You didn't go by the step-by-step process
No,
like
no,
all of us.
No. So I went on Facebook, and Facebook really was the first platform which came in where you could express your opinion on a public and get an immediate sort of response to it. So I was one of the early adopters of Facebook, sort of posting.
And some sarcastic, sardonic comments which got noticed. You
Yeah.
remember the first thing which got noticed? Something you said?
No, not really. A lot of things got this, but
Something
I was
maybe
very
political or which caused people to raise their eyebrows and react to you?
No, those are the good days when people used to not get offended. People used to think Facebook.
Which government was in power?
I don't know.
Go on.
I think George Bush.
George
Yeah,
Bush. Correct answer. Mexico was a sacred country at that point. Yeah. So you like Mad Magazine, but this is nothing. There are a lot of people like that. You like comedy, you like watching comedy, but you were from a business family and you were always going to do a business. And
it was in the blood. Yeah,
that was how it was.
Yeah. So
and if you dared tell your parents when you were 9 that daddy, मैं comedy करेगा, the beating you would have gone on to 20.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was just to put my Facebook. People say, "Hey man, you're damn funny, and why don't you try your hand in stand-up comedy?" That's like 2-3 friends started. You're damn funny. People say, "We get up in the morning, read your Facebook post, and then log off." We just
tell me one Facebook post. There must be something memorable.
So many here. I don't know.
That you remember. If you don't remember the exact word, what is the context of what you were trying to say? Just try to remember.
It was political satire. Things on current news and on daily things. Yeah, things which keep on happening.
Okay.
Like today the post came out. I've not written my today's post. No, you don't follow me on Facebook. Sorry.
Brother, I can't read the internet. It's too small for me.
Actually, yeah.
I need those old, signs in urinals where they say pee here, and I need that kind of.
So you read that Anna Chudasma's banner on Talk of the Town.
And then I correct it. One has to. Yeah. So, what did you say today? So
today was the thing that there's this poll come up by Stanford. The Indians are one of the laziest people on planet Earth.
They had to do a poll for that.
They did some study. So apparently we Indians
took offense.
No, we have not yet.
Not you and me.
But no, the offense is not big. This just come to probably in half an hour the offense will start.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go to war against Stanford.
So Indians on an average walk 4,297 steps only in a day. You're supposed to walk 8,000. For you and me,
that's ridiculously too much. I was thinking like 15 would be like, Monday.
The loo and back.
Saturday, Sunday should be like 4 or 5. Yeah. What's wrong with our civilization that we do 4,000? Why?
Yeah. And I think it's rubbish,
It's rubbish. Stanford is wrong.
Yeah, because
you must be doing less. I can't get it.
No, I think we are pretty active. 1.3 billion people. I think the steps is wrong.
What step? You medicate the woman when she's asleep. You do things and, they have children.
They should count it as strokes, not steps. Then we'll be not so
that's a good point. So that you can't distinguish easily about these things.
Yeah. Because we are not lazy. 1.3 billion people... No way we are lazy.
If you're standing up at the time, for example, I don't know how it counts.
Correct.
This is a very debatable issue which will go on for hours.
Yeah, so
we need visual graphics for it, not involving either you or me naked.
And by the way, Cyrus has just had lassi, so he's at his best right now.
I'm at my best. I want one more lassi. I really like the lassi with malai. And my problem with Mumbai lassi is they don't put enough malai inside. Yeah. Up north, you get that really.
It's more of malai than lassi.
It's almost solid.
You have to take a spoon.
Maybe they've not understood that it's lassi up north, so they just give you the malai and put some water with it. Yeah, great. Why did we digress?
I don't know.
So that was your post. So what did you say?
So today was about this only.
So what did you say?
So I said the thing that we are not lazy. It's rubbish that we are 1.3 billion people. We can't be lazy. You should look at it strokes, not steps. So that was my post.
That was your post. And Stanford has called you back with a job. Head of Department Sociology, Anthropology and Public Relations, Foreign Relations.
Yeah, and reproduction,
Sushma Swaraj, you are now replaced. Atul Khatri will take care of everything foreign. Although I don't understand, the Prime Minister travels everywhere. Shouldn't he be the Foreign Minister?
Yeah,
he's hugging all the big guys. Yeah. Sushma goes to Bangladesh. They don't send them far.
She's sitting at home just with a Twitter account, nothing else.
And getting increasingly irritated.
But she's doing a good job, honestly.
I say in 12 months, Sushma will be in the Congress.
Why?
It's my prediction.
The Congress still exists?
Well, listen, we can't talk politics, so we take a break and I'll explain the rules to you.
Okay.
Don't mention BJP, don't mention RSS, don't mention Congress, don't mention Youth Congress, don't mention Arnab Goswami, don't mention the West Indian cricket team's jersey. These are important things.
Donald Trump?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
He doesn't listen.
Okay.
It's only his podcast.
Hi, I'm Amit Verma, the host of the weekly podcast The Seen and the Unseen. In my show, I examine the seen effects and the unintended consequences of public policy and private action. I show how policies meant to help the poor often end up hurting the poor. I've done episodes so far on demonetization, GST, surgical strikes, immigration and MRP. And I will continue my forensic assault on the truth in the weeks to come.
Catch the show every Monday on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you prefer. Or visit seenunseen.in for all the latest updates.
Okay, back here, Cyrus says Atul has had a glass of water and we've realized that we've not even come to your comedic career per se, which is important. So we found out that you reached a point where you watch shows. You're in your 40s, you got a successful business with your bro. And now you're suddenly getting into this idea that maybe I can go on stage. But you haven't gone on stage yet, which is very important.
So
you got that feeling that you should.
Yeah, I think there's a feeling that burning desire inside me.
But let's talk about that period where how do you decide to actually go on stage?
Yeah. So actually it's a New Year resolution. December 31st, 2012.
You drank a lot.
2011 actually.
11, you drank a lot.
No, I made a New Year resolution.
Not to drink a lot.
I didn't drink a lot actually.
What the hell story is this? You were sitting at home with a wig and pretending to be an auntie, and nobody was with you. It was dark. You had a candle in your hand. You were about to eat it and die, and then no.
I said, no, I should do something different. This year I have to do something different. So I said, I'll sign up for the first open mic.
What was your usual resolution of 2010?
I don't know.
9? Have you ever kept a New Year resolution?
No, this is the first time, yeah. You know that movie Jim Carrey, that guy, there was a movie where he makes a birthday wish and he says something comes true. And
Liar.
Liar.
Yeah.
So something like that, I think a moment happened where I said, no, this year I have to do something different with my life, because I've been wanting to do, and my wife was actually pushing me, do something different, bloody looking bored and go to work at 9:30, taking a different bridge every time, coming back at like 6:37. And when you're bored, you tend to do a lot of stuff, like, go on Facebook, stalk old girlfriends.
You did that?
Yeah, I did all that.
Atul, how can you do that?
Why not?
How many did you stalk?
You want numbers?
Yeah.
You want numbers?
Yeah.
Phone numbers?
Yeah. No, I want everything. Okay. You actually did that, but your wife knew.
Yeah.
So why would you do that? Why would you break up old memories?
You're bored.
You don't even know why you're doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then
that
they respond, you're suddenly like, oh God, what am I doing?
Yeah. And then all the silly things which you
Did
say,
you have an
like,
affair?
yeah, I'm married, but I'm not happily married.
You didn't answer my question.
What?
Did you have an affair?
No affair. You're mad. It was just fun.
Did you fool around a little bit?
No, not at all.
Kissing, touching,
Nothing, kuch nahi.
holding, pecking, stroking?
My wife sometimes, yes.
Okay. Let's go back to you.
Yeah.
So you made the New Year resolution. January 1st, you decided I'm going to go.
I said I'm going to do. So I signed up for the first open mic.
Which was who?
Again by Karan Talwar.
So you knew Karan?
Yeah, so I knew him because he also stays in Juhu. I met him once.
Yeah, you know how many people live in bloody Malbail? I know 2 people, mom and dad. He stays in Juhu. You know how big Juhu is? What the hell? So you met Karan. So you've got. So was Karan. How does Karan know you have talent? When you refuse to perform in front of him.
He put up a Facebook post. Kenny, I'm having an open mic. Register. So I went and registered.
But did he believe in you? Or he just wanted people he couldn't find enough people to
He still doesn't believe in me. I don't believe in myself, dude.
Okay, so Karan said, come on.
Put up a Facebook post. Like I'm having an open mic. Come and register
Where was
for it. It was in Worli, in a club called Cool Chef Cafe.
Yeah. That small thing at the corner. I know the Tarani family.
Yeah, same.
I know them. They wouldn't have paid you. You're a bloody Sindhi guy. You use all your contacts to start your career. Huh? Is Talwar Sindhi as well?
No, he's Punjabi.
Well, he should be.
Yeah.
Next time you tell the story, make him Sindhi.
I'll do that. So I signed up for it. It was on 2nd Feb 2012. So
What's Tarani Junior's name? Kaviraj.
I don't know. Yeah.
Kaviraj. That's right. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
So
it was on 2nd Feb
2012.
Keep in mind, as an artist, 3rd Feb is the day the music died, when Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens crashed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
1959. See, this is the difference between Sindhis and us Catholic Parsis. See, we know all our rock and roll music.
Catholic Parsi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fantastic. Okay.
You know everything. Go on. I just wanted to feel superior.
Yeah, I know.
Since I can't beat you at jokes, I'll do history throughout the show. By the way, second Battle of Panipat was? Okay.
1957?
Don't talk rubbish.
Okay.
That was your career launch. So, Cool Chef Cafe, which is not the biggest place.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes, I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but sometimes the smaller place is more intimidating because it's almost like 12 people are looking right at you. Yeah. You're looking right at them, and every single reaction you're recording.
Absolutely.
So, as in when you have 1,000 people, it just sort of goes with the majority laughing.
Yeah, they're just far away somewhere. There's a blur somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, people who don't do shows don't understand that sometimes it's more intimidating to have those 12 guys.
Absolutely.
So, how was it the first time?
So, first like, I registered for it. So now I had like a 1 month thing to write because I had never written something. I didn't know what was stand-up comedy.
What, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? What was the
4-5 minutes is the time you get. Okay. And I didn't know stand-up comedy.
But there are a series of comedians, right? So there's always that who's someone better, worse, after, before, all that.
So it was open mic. So it's like...
People come and go. So
it's like everybody gets 4 minutes. There's a host for the evening and you get 4 minutes and you come up on stage. And so I prepared something, went online. That was the time when Russell Peters' video was viral. So saw that. How do I enter? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Atul Khatri. And at the end, sign off. Thank you. You've been a great audience. So memorized all that.
That's what you learned from Russell Peters.
That's a basic thing I learned.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a great audience. I'm ready for comedy. Fair enough. I think that's all you can get from that guy anyway. So now you're at this place. You've written down some stuff.
I've written down some stuff.
You've used your Russell Peters influence, whatever.
I memorized it because I knew this was probably the way to do it. You have to memorize stuff and go to write something.
And the copy was largely Atul, the Sindhi guy at home. What was the 5 minutes?
I wrote about some experiences of mine as a kid. which I still use that routine, by the way. It is
Okay.
about this
Can you
one
give
by
us a
two.
little of that?
Yeah, it's like like when I was a kid, I used to go to this party, and I went to this party, and we were 13 of us kids, and we all ordered our individual soups, and it went to the head of the table, to that Sindhi aunt. And she said, the waiter said, बच्चा लोग ने क्या order किया? 13 sweet का soup. तो पागल हो गया, बच्चा लोग इतना soup पिया. Cancel all this, make it 3 by 13.
Yeah, that sounds real.
Yeah, so I wrote, that was a bit, and
Immediately, he was thrown out of the restaurant because everybody did the same. Who
it
was
was-
watching the show?
apparently
हमने
that-
क्या किया? Waiter, come back. Yeah.
in that Sindhi club, it was very normal.
Superb. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you
3
talking
by
about?
30, yeah, like 2 by 15. Like,
Get a comedian. So
so
it
wrote
went down
about
well.
that way.
It
Yeah,
went down well.
Yeah, so it was like
How do
they
you
were-
feel when people start clapping? You've never been on stage. You're in
I've
your
never
40s.
been like, and it was like how an open mic should be. I went up, my throat became dry, my legs were shivering, forgot my set 5 minutes before the going up on stage, but still sort of had pulled through.
But
and
that first laugh, that must have got to you, no? The
my
very first
God,
laugh.
yeah, that was amazing. And then I did well. The set went off very well, and that time they used to judge the open mic. So the audience decides who's the funniest.
Best.
So that night I won.
What are you saying? Give me 5. You beat anyone we know?
No, I.
So just catering staff who also took part.
yeah, who was there?
That's good stuff. But that must have felt good. I mean, you've been taking bridges to kill time, changing bridges just to make your life more interesting.
Yeah,
and suddenly
one more thing before this. Like when I was going for this, I didn't tell my children about it. My children are like
How old were they then?
one daughter would have been around 15.
Jeez.
Other one was 13.
Oh my
And
God.
I didn't
They
tell
would have
them
been
because
embarrassed, huh?
yeah, बाप पागल हो गया इस उम्र में
My
stand up.
father comedian. Can't go to college.
I told my wife said, I told her to come along with me. She said, "You really sure you want me to come along? You want to, you'll see me in the audience, you'll get more, scared and all." I said, no, come. Because it was at Worli. I said, if I bomb, I don't want to jump off ceiling.
Aye.
Come back with me. Come with me. So she came with me, and we did well. So, and that's the time I first met the other comedians ever, So I remember there was Daniel there was Utsav, and a lot of the other guys were there. Karan was there.
They came
Karan's-
to watch, or they
were
also
also
performed?
performing. They were performing.
So you beat these guys.
It was already beat, yeah. So on that
What are you
particular...
feeling bad about? Utsav, you hammered him. Daniel, you took him down. Karan, never heard of him again. You beat the crap out of these 3 comedians, and they're psychologically damaged because of you. And by the way, when their families go out, it's 3 by 13.
Yeah.
And it's all because of one joke. Yeah.
So yeah, I did well, and that's the time when other comedians say, "Hey, you're good, don't leave it, like, keep on." So I said, "Okay, what's the scene? Tell me." So he said, "There's one more open mic happens here." There was iBar at one time in Bandra. So that's where the open mic scene was. I think try at iBar also. So I went. I didn't know iBar. Went online, searched them again. Just of that open mic. So that then got into the circuit, and luckily for us, Comedy Store was there that time. And that was the first comedy club.
You all were the first group of guys that were really rotated on Comedy Club, am I right?
Yeah.
You
First.
very much. Ashish,
Rohan, Tanmay, Khamba,
Khamba.
Aditi Mittal, Daniel, all of us.
I'm just repeating names now. Aditi Mittal, Daniel. Give me 5 more.
Kunal Vijayakar, Cyrus Brachan. No.
Vijayakar. Awake at 9 o'clock. Are you mad? So, but now let's just understand where you are. You're still doing your business.
I'm still doing my business.
But you're enjoying this hobby of yours.
It's a
You're
hobby.
getting-
Exactly
You're
hobby.
getting a name in our small little world.
Yeah.
People are talking about you. And you're very distinct. Atul Khatri is very distinct with his grey hair, self-deprecating
The
humor.
oldest guy probably in the circuit.
Older, so you're just milking that. You're actually 10 years younger than me, but you milk that for God's sake. And no, so it's a very distinct place that you've always had and maintained from the beginning. So then what happens? Because it's a huge thing for a guy from a business community with a successful business to drop it all for the kind of peanuts you're making as a comedian at that point.
Correct.
So tell us.
So then started doing these open mics, and I know it was pretty tough that time. Go to work, I have to carry my change in like jeans and t-shirt. And from work 7:30 change
which they paid you or change to change?
change the clothes.
Oh. So what would you wear?
So office would be regular, like shirt, pant, probably tie, and then leave that at 7:30. Go to the bathroom, change to t-shirt, jeans, catch a cab, and go to which is the nearest comedy club where the show is happening. Go and watch comedy. One thing which I did very good, I think, was watch a lot of comedy, even though I was
Watch the
not performing.
competition,
Not comedy. Yeah, just watch comedy because
What's working, what's not working.
What's working? Watch how people are interacting with the
How
audience.
ugly some of the comedians are.
Whatever, and it's just all about comedy, not about women. You know how this. There's no women in this line. So
There are women, they just don't look at us. So we pretend they aren't women.
Yeah,
that's
correct.
that's our story. Yeah.
So I started doing that, and thankfully got a lot of support from my wife. She said, "Yeah, just go and do what you want," and so did all these things, and and because just hanging around with the other comedians got me a lot of work. So some open spot is you so and so is not.
You keep writing new material?
Yeah, I kept on
but
writing.
But you kept that 1 or 2 jokes which are like your lucky jokes.
Yeah, that's very close to my heart. So I just and
You're still always open with them?
I still do that.
Yeah?
Depends on the crowd.
Is it a luck thing, superstition, or is it just
No,
you just like it?
I just like it.
It gives you a rhythm and you like to go from
I
there.
just like it, and I think it's very unique. And so I just went with that, wrote a lot of...
Okay, sorry to cut you, but what would you tell comedians? See, now suddenly a lot of people want to be comedians.
Yeah.
When we are at airports and all, and you get this as much as me, people tell you, I want to get into comedy, I want to be an actor, I want to be a stand-up comedian. What would you tell them? Because I don't know what to say. I'm like, please no. But what would you tell them?
No, I said if you want to get into stand-up comedy, first of all, it's very hard work. Getting
You got to watch all the others.
You got to watch other. You keep on writing. Don't come here to get laid. A lot of the young guys think that this is a nice, cool comedian. Go on stage, kill. Women will run after you. Nothing all that happens. It's very, very hard work. And come into the line only if you're prepared for the grind. Just don't think it's very easy.
And first 10 years, live off your father.
That's absolutely there.
And the
10
next
years,
5 years,
20
mother.
years, and wife, whoever who's willing to pay your bills.
So then, when did Atul make the break to say? You're doing these shows.
I'm doing my show, running my
after
business.
7, after 8.
Yeah.
And so it's not coming in the way of your business, but it is coming in the way of your mind space.
Absolutely.
So then what do you do?
And then I started doing that. Did that for from 2012 to 2016, I was running both. And since I was getting more work in comedy, then I had to travel a lot, so I used to get missing work, So
Your brother and you never had a conversation like, man, either encouraging or discouraging about whether you're in the business or your focus is not in the business, that kind of thing?
I was feeling it myself because, when sometimes you're getting 3 gigs in Delhi, one after the other, you're missing office. And what do you say? Business, you have to be there,
This
small
is a good
business.
point to mention to take the money if you're getting gigs in Delhi upfront, yeah.
Yeah, that's always there. I still haven't got paid for that, but that's a separate
Out of 3, you got 2 is good enough.
Yeah. And I got a beer in one of the clubs, so that's okay.
That's common payment. Did you return some?
No.
Drink half and give it back. Yeah. So then you're getting more and more gigs. Your money's getting a little better. When do you make the decision?
So somewhere mid 2015, I made the decision that now is a time when the stand-up comedy scene was growing, and I said you can't ride 2 horses here. So I took the decision somewhere mid 2000 I have to get out of my business. So I actually put in my papers. Met a lot of my customers, old customers.
I think you should quantify that. Don't be petty. But when you say you can't ride 2 horses, my point is you can't ride 2 horses at one time, at the same time in the same geography area. But I have ridden 6 horses once in one day.
That's because you're
one
friends,
at a time. Yeah, I'm just, don't be clear because people are listening. There's no visual. They have no idea what you're saying. And they're all thinking, why can't you ride 2 horses? I rode 2 horses yesterday.
One after the other. At the same time. Yeah. It's not one of those Ajay Devgan moments with the legs wide.
Yeah. Those are bikes. More horsepower.
Yeah. So then I took the decision. I said, no, this is enough. I have to quit the business and get into full-time into stand-up comedy.
Did you do it with a joke? Hey bro, 2 men entered the bar. One said I'm leaving the business. No, I don't know.
No, nothing. Very serious conversation. Met all my old customers. I've been running this business 25 years. The customers
they all said, "Nahi, mat karo bhai. You're not that funny.
I have Cyrus.
Stay with us."
I thought exactly. I met CEOs of company who have been doing business. I told them, listen, I'm doing stand-up. Some of them knew I was doing. Some of them didn't know I was doing.
Who didn't know must have thought you're joking, right?
I said, "Acha, you do?" I said, "Haan." Then there's some staff who say, "Haan, he's a very famous comedian. Ye video dekho uska," types, And the first reaction I got from most of the CEOs was, listen, boss, how did you do it? Even we want to get out of this.
Are you serious? See how frustrated our lives are.
Yeah, seriously.
Everybody wants to be somebody else.
And then people were opening up to me, listen, I want to start this shack in Goa and never got to do it. I'm in my mid-50s. I said, dude, do it. Yeah. So I was sitting in CEOs and telling them to leave their jobs and start a shack in Goa.
And remove themselves from the business.
Yeah.
Which gives your brother more of a heartache. But what did your wife say?
The wife was very supportive,
But all along when you must have been discussing this a lot before you did it, did she always say go for it or did she say let's wait a while and all?
No. So I myself had to wait a while. I can't because you see, listen, I'm like 45, 46, Children are about to go to college, midlife, and that's a time actually as you start working in your early 20s.
Right.
40s is when you're peaking actually in terms of work, income and things. That time you leave all a steady thing and go straight into a very freelance kind of job. Like
a business which is still growing. We don't even know where it is.
Absolutely. We don't know where it's going. And it's if you have a gig that night, you have money. If you don't have gig for 7 days, you're sitting at home, twiddling thumbs or doing podcasts with you. So, now
I have to play very sad Chennai music because that was painful. That was insensitive. And I'm going to strike that from the record. That was so unnecessary. Because the 7 days that no work is happening is with me, not with you. You see how mean you are. Because you're leaving for a gig after the bloody podcast, and I'm staying here and playing with the mic, the one that you obviously thought we used to talk to.
Yeah.
Sorry. And we were on the fact that you made the decision, you got up, you parted ways. What was the gig you did after that?
So a lot of gigs. I mean, which gig? Sorry,
But the income must have dropped a bit, no?
No, it was okay. It was like at a time when I felt that like my stand-up income was probably equal to my income I'm making from my work. I said now is the time to sort of look at it seriously, and probably now with focus more on stand-up comedy, I'll write more, spend more time on stage. Also, so earlier I used to even refuse gigs, like gig in Vizag, paying you like $10,000. I'll say I'll miss work for one day just to Vizag, and 1.5, 2 days actually typically goes to traveling and all that, So now I started taking those gigs, did more gigs, and I'm glad I made the decision. And 1st April 2016, I quit my job. And
But 1st April could have been like April Fool. So maybe your brother must have laughed about it, and April 2nd said, where are you?
Yeah, actually that was...
Did you think about that?
No.
What kind of comedian are you?
Yeah,
and you called me out of work for 7 days, sitting here with my podcast. Can I have music, please? Can you please? No? So now you're on your own. So you've actually only been on your own for a year.
Yes, sort of.
Yeah. So tell us about how you joined the East India whatever.
East India whatever basically was... whatever. We'll not say the word.
No, because if I say company, my producer says no, it's not company, it's a comedy.
Correct.
And if I say comedy, he says no, it was the company.
It's actually still company because we still haven't figured out comedy. Seriously.
And you're not paying GST, so nobody knows anything.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, so East India Comedy, thanks.
So they saw you and must have invited you, is that how it
yeah,
works?
so they just called me, Saurabh and Kunal called me, say, come, we are sitting and, we want to collaborate and we want to write more content, we're having some shows together, so would you join us? And it was like, I said, yeah, sure, what to do, yeah, let's do it. And this was like in 2013, 2014, so before I left this, so I still
and
did a lot
just
of
to tell
shows.
them that you, for 3 years you worked, now recently you've gone on your own.
Yeah.
Your solo Ella Atul, what is it called, your outfit now?
Nothing is Atul Khatri.
Ella Atul, make it sound a little more glamorous.
Atul Khatri Comedy Company. Comedy or can we say comedy? I don't know.
I don't know. It upsets
What the
me.
producers
Producer
say.
just gets very picky. I would use the word anal, but it's a bit touchy subject, so I won't.
Yeah, especially with this mic close to me. Yeah.
Ah! Okay. Atul, where do you go from here now? You're on your own, you're doing gigs. Are you the type of comedian who only wants to perform? Is that it? You don't want to do anything else? If somebody offers you a TV show, you won't do it?
Yeah, so I've done a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
I've acted in around 12 commercials. And that also came thanks to stand-up
in 12
comedy.
you acted, in 4 you were just there.
Yeah, just there.
You've done a lot.
On the tree, like in the school play.
7 days no work. Give me some time here. So a lot of commercials. And anything else that you want to do beyond, to broaden the comedy sort of thing, beyond the stage?
So there's some plans in mind around comedy, some web series in future.
Your own, written by you?
Written by
starring
me, starring me, probably you if you're free. But,
right. So let's put it out there. Anybody interested in financing Atul Khatri's dream project?
Sure, please
it's
come
about
to me.
one old Sindhi man and one indescribable old man who's similarly old.
Parsi Catholic.
Parsi Catholic, and they age together.
Yeah, they age together.
It sounds like fun.
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't tune in?
Seriously.
I mean, this is a winner.
If nothing, both the wives will produce
Wait,
it. Yeah.
put the phones off. Put the phones off. They'll disturb our show. Yeah. Okay. So around the comedy world, that's what you got. Now what do you do for a hobby? Because your hobbies become your work. Isn't that a problem?
Yeah,
All along,
actually.
that was your outlet which relaxed you.
Yeah.
Now you're going back to the bridges when you're driving.
I think marriage is something which is now the hobby.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
She
because-
may listen to this. This won't go down well.
No, I don't think she listens to it because
Okay.
she's right now tied up. So
Is she deaf?
No, she's
Damn it.
She's tied up.
Okay.
She's
I
a
think
duct
that's
tape all over her face. Yes.
fair enough.
Yeah. You know how
Forever.
We ordered-
Typical marriage, is it?
You want to borrow the duct tape? from
No,
us?
no.
Okay.
And then she'll be free.
Yeah,
Why should both
actually.
of us suffer? Because mine is too strong. So, coming back to it, so now this hobby of yours is now what you do. So, what do you do to relax? You go back to work for a couple of hours?
Actually, I should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sell some computers. Yeah. Once in a while. Oh, right, so, my hobby is like I play squash. I
You like those small balls?
Yeah, just the soft
yellow dot on it.
You have to warm them to use them.
Press it hard and then smack
Absolutely.
it. I'm not too bad, but my arm's bleeding.
Yeah, black color. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
There's comedy and there's trouble. Then?
I run, so I have
You're one of those long distance runners that come in the way of
half
my car in the
marathons.
morning?
No, half marathons.
Yeah, that's a long distance runner, half marathon. Normal runner is you
Is
run
it
to the toilet and back. Nobody runs more than that.
Half marathon is like from Bandra to Nariman Point. That's like hardly.
Yeah, why the sea link which is free?
Yeah.
Tells me why you did the whole thing. Yeah, I don't have to pay. I'll do it.
Just $269 on Uber, dude. Just let it go.
$269 on Uber.
Yeah.
That much?
That much.
Wow, what's happened to our world?
Seriously.
I mean, everyone will have to do comedy just to survive.
Yeah, I think they should start rickshaws all the way to Nariman
I
Point.
think if they're public transport, they should be made free. That's what the whole idea of public transport is. Back
Exactly.
in the days of ancient Rome,
Yeah.
they had
You
these
know, you're a
chariots.
history student, yeah.
They had these chariots which were free.
Okay.
I mean, in the sense,
But the
just-
chariots are allowed beyond Bandra, or
well, now they are.
Okay,
Now you
okay.
can bring your chariot up to Bandra, but not then. Okay, Atul, quickly, last 5 questions. Favorite comedian? Now, you see these guys on the circuit. Who do you like?
I like Veer Das a lot. Veer Das.
Veer Das.
Yeah, I like Veer Das a lot.
Favorite?
Because the amount of hard work he puts in this.
And he's pushed this whole
trade.
industry almost on his
My
own
God,
shoulders.
Yeah, seriously. And now with
Okay,
this,
young comedian?
so many of them. Yeah, there's this guy called Naveen Narona. Have you seen him?
Naveen Arona.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is very sexual.
Yeah, is he?
Yes, very sexy.
I know you wouldn't know.
I've seen him naked.
Okay.
Funniest part of his act.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's great. He's a great guy. Yeah. Except if you mention East India.
Company
Is it?
Kids for it.
what happens to the guy then?
And Naveen also happens to be a producer of the show, so we have to
Dude,
go to
that's
the.
the same guy.
Same guy. Oh
What
my
are you-
God.
I wouldn't never. This guy sitting next to us.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I didn't notice him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you not notice him? He's got the Incredible Hulk written on his shirt, and the Hulk looks smaller. Okay, favorite comedic actor of the past or comedian of the past?
Mahmood.
Mahmood? Man, you're old.
I'm really
Gotta
old.
tell you, that's funny on its own. People are Googling Mahmood right now. People listening to Mahmood's funny. Yeah. And English comedian, is there anyone? International, whatever you want to call them.
Ben Stiller, probably.
Ben Stiller, the actor.
The actor.
Does he do
Comedian.
stand-up as well?
Improv.
Jerry Stiller did, the father.
Yeah.
Who I thought you'd have more, common with, but for some reason...
I
you
know
went-
Sam was his father.
his father. Did you know Prabhu Das Gupta? He was the driver. Very, very famous. He's the funniest. If you like your Bengali comedy.
Yeah.
Female comedians. Quick last word on that. This new thing is female comedy is becoming big. The more names, a lot of publicity in the last few days, as we record this, on the rising Indian female comic. We work with Kaneez a lot in a small show that nobody watches, and she's one of the first 3 or 4 women on the circuit. Is there a difference between the female and male sort of comedy? Is it a whole different sort of feel?
No, not really. Not really. I
So
don't
who's your
think
favorite female comedian?
Again, there are many of them, but I think Aditi, because I've worked with her a lot.
It's the only name you know, no? You
There are
sexist
only 5
bastard.
names.
You
There are 5
bastard.
names, yeah.
How dare you? Favorite international comedian?
Women?
Female.
Female would be Amy Schumer.
Oh, bach gaya beta, bach gaya.
Kya?
And rising star female? Khatri. You don't like the female. I'm just kidding. What's the future of Indian comedy? Is it looking good?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is the market broadening? Is there more work for
Yeah,
everyone?
man. This last year has been the rise of Hindi stand-up comedy, and now I heard some Tamil stand-up comedy happening. So it's going to get into regional, and
the
that's
day
going to
that
be the big.
The
thing,
Tamil
yeah.
comedians do the Hindi comedy. That's the day I'll be happy.
Amazing. That's just trying to understand.
It's
them.
Wednesday. 3
Yeah.
days more. It'll happen. Happen soon. Thank you, Atul. Thank you so much. You've coughed your way through this entire program.
Thank you, sir.
Obviously, you do things orally which no other comedian does.
Same,
but God
yeah.
bless you. I think you've been true to your art. And
Yeah.
what courage too at 44. I mean, this is the story that we really want to put out. At 44, to come to a decision and say, F the business.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. With no way of knowing that you'll be successful. Let's be frank.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, be Atul.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Take care.
Hi, I'm May, and I'm a huge fan of the indie music scene in our country. A scene that's relatively underground, even though it sometimes speaks its head overground. But there's no shortage of talent, and I get the privilege of interviewing some of the most awesome musicians on my show. I've had the likes of Euphoria, Krish Kale, Hardcore, Randolph Correa. I've had singer-songwriters, folk singers, electronic music producers, playback singers, rappers, fusion artists, instrumentalists, classical musicians, and so on. Whether mainstream or not, these people have chosen to release their original music, and these are the people currently shaping the direction in which our music scene is heading. Join me on my show every Monday and tune in to discover the unique talent coming out of India today. You can catch Made in India on your favorite podcasting app or our very own IVM podcast app. If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
Amit, AMA time. We have Atul Khatri in the house. A name I have trouble pronouncing, so I'm calling him Dodo.
What?
It's a
Why?
popular Parsi pet name.
Hey,
Okay.
hold on. Earlier, I've heard this podcast. There was a woman who comes and does this AMA.
No, that's Amit when he's sick.
Yeah, that's my voice. I mean, like
Okay.
I have like a voice that varies depending on what's what.
Because I came just for that.
Oh,
but
there's the girl's name is May.
Okay.
But you're in the wrong month, so she's off. She's actually in the Northeast trying to make a career as an event organizer.
Oh, okay.
Or she's joined some outfit. We don't know.
No, she's she's actually still here. But
Is she still here?
Well,
she lied.
She's
We had
in
a
town.
farewell. We cried.
Yeah, her ticket got cancelled, so she's still in town.
I hate people like this. You cannot say bye twice. It just doesn't work. The timing is gone.
Yeah.
I never say bye twice. If someone's plane is cancelled, I'm like, I can't help you then. You know, I mean, I've said bye. I can't do it
so
twice.
now we don't talk anymore, is it?
Never.
All right. Okay.
think
So
you do say bye-bye.
the first question I got is from Hitarth Desai. What do you feel about the current state of Indian television, including MTV?
It's your,
So
your young
both of
generation.
you
Young
are from
generation.
you, Cyrus. You're from
I thought
MTV.
you're the guy who watches MTV. I just was on it.
I watch FTV. Not
I would
MTV,
never be on a
yeah.
channel that FTV is lower downgrade version of MTV.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. So
What do
who
you
wants
think
to
of
take a
television?
shot?
Anybody?
See, I don't want to put MTV down for a simple reason is I hate the channel. But the fact of the matter is the world changes. So you can't keep saying those are our days, this is what we do.
Yeah.
It's a reality show day and this is what they do. You go to Chandigarh, find 10 guys who are stupid and put them on a show and everybody laughs at them.
Correct.
We do that in Bombay. It's just a geography thing.
Yeah.
But so what do you guys think about this? I mean, like the daily soap thing. Do you think that has been destructive towards Indian television? I think it has.
But not just
Everything's
Indian
a-
television.
everything's a
Mexican
daily soap,
television,
right?
American
Our prime time
television.
is all
Yeah,
daily
yeah.
soaps.
Russian television when Putin comes in and talks.
Yeah, but I think
it's
there's a
all soaps.
segment. There is a market for it. Like I know, like my mom and dad, they like to watch it, and
Yeah,
they're
so
happy with it.
What
you know?
Atul and I are talking about is a more egalitarian approach to life, where you allow everyone to enjoy the crap they watch, and you
What
spit
about
on them, but
what
never
else?
on their face.
Yeah.
Nothing
whatever,
stops them from liking it, but I feel
But
like the fact that everything is daily means the quality is
I'm
gone
leaning
down.
towards you. I'm leaning towards you only because of the fan. But I have to say that I couldn't watch a daily soap.
I
Same
can't.
here.
I mean, I enjoy it from a comic point of view, but
Yeah.
after some time, they just take too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing
There
happens.
is 3
It's worse
minutes
than
of
my
story
life.
in a 25-minute episode.
Yeah, Game of
and
Thrones is fine, but not.
Is that a soap? Would you call it a soap?
It's soapy.
I'd call it
it
like a
is,
liquid soap.
It's soapy.
Flows faster.
It's soapy. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with the soap. There are lots of great soaps which are weekly soaps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what happens with a weekly show is you have time to script it. You have time to think about it, and you want the story to move a certain amount.
And
right?
all the actors turn up. Daily soap, when they don't turn up, you kill them, or they sort of have an injury, and you only see their arm.
Correct.
And they have a long monologue when only the fingers are talking. It's
And when
amazing
the
they do
payments
that.
get cleared, then you get them back again.
Yeah, exactly. Or the daughter becomes the mother because the mother actually died. But yeah, you look a little bit like her with a mustache. Yeah.
Correct.
All right. The next question I have is from Rohan, who is one of these people. but
He's a comedian. He's quite famous.
why are there
He
only
used to
5
do
people
a
asking
comedy-
you
a car
questions?
show. Sorry?
Why are there only 5 people asking you questions?
Okay, he's found out everything. He knows our little trick. Okay, Rohan, we're going to have to cut the broadcast here because you exposed us, you bastard. Who you with? What's your outfit?
I just thought it was a funny question to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah.
But
It must be him.
You know what? A lot of more people can ask questions. We have hundreds and hundreds of people listening every day.
Really?
Yeah, we really do. We have dozens of
We've kept the
listeners.
studio open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Passerbys must be.
please, some of you guys send some questions.
And send us some interesting questions like what's your bra size and all. I love those. I never get those.
What's
anymore.
yours, by the way?
44.
Cyrus? Okay.
44.
Speaking of bra
C,
sizes,
C.
from Amarabha, the next question is how do you
Amar
Amarabha, Amarabha?
Is it one word or 2 words? I should ask him
This
a
was
question.
a Twitter question, right? It was a question that came on Twitter, so I'm guessing this
Okay.
is his username.
Okay.
How does one get rid of man boobs?
Oh,
Very
Cyrus,
good
that's
question.
all.
Very good question.
44C, please go ahead.
Well, the best thing is plastic surgery because if you have a very bad case, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
I'm seriously saying that. Or you always walk in backwards into a social place.
Or if you just see that your stomach develops more, then the man boobs sort of go inside.
Or make man boobs a fashion statement. Say, this is my thing.
This is it.
It
Boobs.
makes you look
Yeah.
out. Stand up. But why do people feel bad about these things? I don't know. It's a great way to start talking in public.
As a Sindhi man, I thought it was a part of the package.
I know. The package is lower. You Sindhis don't understand anatomy at all. I've never had a Sindhi teacher in biology and that kind of thing. But yeah, I find it very unnecessary because you're standing, people don't know each other. If you've got boobs, you can say, hey man, you got boobs. You can talk about it.
There's a conversation starter, yeah.
People should get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
These are complexes which are unnecessary.
Yeah, we've got bigger
Just because
things to solve.
Atul
Yeah.
goes to the gym every day like an obsessed fanatic doesn't mean we have to all follow.
Correct.
True.
He runs 20 kilometers a day.
What?
On a day, yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
You EMI it 1 kilometer Monday, 1 kilometer Tuesday. Make your
In a year,
payments.
I said.
How much to go? How much to go?
Cool. That's all
That's
you
it?
got. Yeah.
All right. Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you. We need you. If you have any questions, write to us online and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called May.
And that's what Cyrus says.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Sorry to say, but there's been a slight delay due to the apocalypse having suddenly begun. As you can see, there's death, destruction, and chaos taking place all around us. But don't you worry, food and drinks will be served shortly, and I would recommend checking out IVM Podcasts to get some of your favorite Indian podcasts. We'll keep you going till this whole thing blows over. Thank you.